Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a review on 3 new products. I thought I'd do a little trio video instead of filming them separate because I did get them all at the same time and I've been using them every single day since I did pick them up. Let's get into the first review. It is a mascara. It's the Lash Sensational Luscious Full Fan Effect by Maybelline. They did release, I think it was last year, the original Maybelline Lash Sensational, which I loved when that came out. It's probably one of my favorites, at least top 3 drugstore mascaras. I loved that mascara. Actually, I don't have it, which is so surprising that I don't actually have it with me. But I wanted to try the second one they came out with. This one claims to give more of a full fan effect. I did keep the little packaging so I could read that to you. It says dense, supple lashes. It's a volumizing mascara. They always have that little picture of what your lashes are supposed to look like, which is like a little cartoon drawing, so that's not too realistic. But this is in the shade Blackest Black. I always get the Blackest Black, whatever range I'm using. I do have it on today. I've been using this every single day. I absolutely love this mascara. I don't know what it is. Maybelline with these 2 mascaras, they're so good. The wand is definitely different. This one is more of a fatter to thinner taper type of wand, still the plastic wand, which again is so weird because I don't prefer the plastic bristle wands, but there's the wand. The original is more of a curved wand, so I really like this. The smaller part can get into the inner corner really well. I don't have any issues using it on the bottom lashes. They're not crunchy or, crusty. I hate that in mascara. It can clump up if you go for like a 3rd coat, but for me, 1 coat and maybe an extra coat, like almost like a 1.5 coat, is usually the good amount to apply with this formula. The formula isn't too wet. It is more leaning to a wet formula as opposed to a drier formula. I think that the first one is a little bit drier, just a touch. I can notice a slight difference, but I love the volume it gives. It does add a little bit of length, but it separates but adds that fullness. They're soft. This one is a little bit harder to remove than the original one. I did notice that I have to use more of an oil-based eye makeup remover, but that's okay because it holds the curl all day. I absolutely love it. It doesn't crumble or flake on my cheeks throughout the day. Give this one a big thumbs up. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend trying it. I haven't seen it in any other locations. I was at a CVS that wasn't even my CVS near where I live, and I saw this like up at the top. Side note, is that the most irritating thing when they put new products way up on the top shelves? And I'm short. I can't see that. If I didn't look up, I would not have found any of these products. But anywho, that rant is over. Let's move on to the next review. It's another Maybelline product. This is the Master Precise Skinny Eyeliner. And I saw this right next to the mascara and it caught my eye because it's a little hot pink packaging. It is so thin. It's a very tiny eyeliner. And I'm pretty happy with the eyeliners that I've been using. But this one, what I like is it is so tiny. I don't even know if you can see this. Look how tiny that is. It is perfect for tight lining or getting really close to that inner corner. With a standard pencil, if you notice the difference, it doesn't matter how sharp you make that tip of a pencil, it can still get further than you want it to. And this one, I'm really impressed. This is another thumbs up for me. I got the shade Black. They do have charcoal, I think, which is more like grayish black, but I wanted the black, which is called Defining Black. And they even give this little picture too at the bottom where it shows the liner going really close into the inner line. It says, what does it say on here? Always sharp, smooth gel intensity. It's 1.8 millimeter micro tip. One thing I will say that's a negative is it says it's always sharp, and in the picture it shows like a little tip. When you get it, it's completely flat in the little tube and then you crank it up and it's still flat. And I guess if you use it and you kind of use it as an angle, eventually you'll get a tip. But the whole it's always sharp thing, that disclaimer, that's wrong. That's not always sharp. But because it's so small, it's such a micro tip, it doesn't matter that it's flat because it gets in there. And I actually have it on right now. I used it to tight line. It creates such a fine, dark, black, matte shade, and it lasts all day in my waterline, which if it works in the waterline, I already love it, because that's really hard. My eyes tend to water, or you know, you just rub your eye and you smudge everything. This holds up in my waterline all day. Absolutely love it. I think the packaging is so cute. One thing to keep in mind, if you do crank it, you can't crank it back down. So like right now I cranked it for the video purpose. I won't be able to crank that back down, so you want to be careful when you put the cover back on. And the last, and I think probably the most exciting find that I came across was the new Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation. I have never tried a cushion foundation because most high-end lines, you know, have them, and I'm very loyal to my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, so I haven't been really trying any new foundations, but I came across this at CVS again, up on a very high shelf. I don't even know, I would have missed it. It was like shoved in the corner, and I saw the packaging and it was blue. Okay, the packaging, Physicians Formula, although kind of has, sorry, there was someone right out my window and it distracted me. The packaging, they really got me on this one. I said I have to get it. I don't even care if it stinks because it is so cute. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a little pillow, a little cushion, if you will. I thought that is so, so cute. Absolutely loved that. So that caught my eye in this box, and it actually had a, was it a $4 or $5 instant rebate? You know how sometimes they have the little stickers, but you have to mail them in to get your money back. This one had a coupon that you could use right away upon purchase, which I said okay, because Physicians Formula can be a little bit expensive for a drugstore line, but this says it has SPF 50, which is really nice. It's an all-in-one ABC airbrushing plus blurring plus correcting. SPF is always a plus. The negative side is there are only 3 shades from what I found. I have the lightest one, and I think there's a medium and a dark, but their darks never go dark enough for someone with a really deep skin tone. So I always hate that about Physicians Formula. All their stuff, nothing is quite right as far as shades. They don't have a large selection, which is such a downer for anyone that wants to try it. So I think that's a huge negative point for this product. But let's get into the packaging and how it's all set up. So you have this, we've already established, super cute packaging. So you pop that open, you get that little sponge that most of those cushion formulas have with the little spongy. And it's a different sponge. It's not like a typical sponge that you get in any, you know, compact foundation. It's a lot thicker and heavy duty. I liked the sponge a lot. And then you have this little clear cover which protects the product, and you have the cushion in there. So that guy's in there, little sponge. The only thing I think is odd about this is I don't see it being very hygienic, because you're constantly using this, you're patting this on your face, and you're going back into the product, putting it on your face, as opposed to a pump. Regular liquid foundation, you just pump a little bit and then apply. But I don't think this would last as long as a bottle liquid foundation. So that is a downside. I just don't see this being very hygienic. But again, I don't think that this would last very long, so I think that could also be a downside, but I still wanted to try it out, and I really like it. I have it on today. This is the foundation I've been using since I purchased it, which has been a week now, and I can't compare it to any other cushion foundations, but for something that feels so lightweight, and when you're applying it with a sponge like this, you know, it's different than a beauty blender or the Real Technique sponge. You kind of just pat it and roll it. I'll insert a little clip of me applying this just so you can see, but you just pat it and roll it and press it into the skin, and it does build up to a full coverage, at least for, I would say, medium coverage. And then I go in and I conceal the areas that I need to, you know, conceal more, redness or blemishes or what have you. But I like this a lot. I don't see that it breaks down any more than, you know, my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, for instance. If it does break down, it wears evenly. It doesn't get little blotchiness around the oils in your skin. I like this a lot. It gives a really nice finish. If you've tried cushion foundations and you really enjoy them and you like that type of formula, I would check this out if it comes in your shade. Again, there's only 3 shades from what I found. All 3 of these products got 2 big thumbs up for me, which is really, you know, a strange thing because sometimes you pick up a couple things and only one is great, or you like a couple, that kind of thing. But all 3 of these wowed me. I'm really enjoying using them. And don't forget, because they're drugstore, you can use coupons. And if you're at CVS and you use the rewards points, that's what I did. I had some rewards points and I had a whole bunch of coupons. So I got this stuff next to nothing, which is so great about drugstore products. But I think that's it for me today. If you've tried any of these products, comment below. I'd love to hear what you think and how you've been getting on with them. And of course, if you do like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.